college experience was, basically kind of odd because growing up, the way I thought of or the way I did things or the ideas that I had were completely abnormal than everyone I would basically meet. And what I mean by this is that whenever I met someone new or tried to create a new project in my class or whatever it was, or just trying to, get involved, I always felt that I was way too animated compared to they were. And sometimes I felt, not shame, but I was like, maybe I'm not part of this. Maybe I don't deserve to be here. And the reason being is because I was so passionate about the things that I was thinking of that I felt like, you know what? I don't feel like I belong to that group because if I tell them what I do, they're not going to care because they're just so focused on the moment. And I realized that as much as I got older, that around my junior year, the way I was living was like, this is so odd. How come the things that I'm doing or that happen to me or situations, I react to it in such a dramatic or emotional way compared to other people? They're just like, okay, this happens. We're just keep moving on, or it is what it is. And for me, like, I need to solve this. I need to find out what the problem was. But the things about ADHD was like, these behaviors were so normal to me that I felt like, hey, I feel that I'm part of them. But there was a point of realization where like, hey, you know what? This lifestyle that I'm living is going to be completely different than I thought it was. And the worst part about it is that, as someone who's creative or an artist or painter, whatever you want to call me, I don't care. I realized that whenever I did something new or painted or created, it was never the same as the previous one. And it's because this emotional part of it was like, hey, I don't want to be known for this, or I want to see if I could do better than this. I want to see if I could prove my point that, hey, I could do anything you guys could imagine. Just give me the chance. And it was almost like I was just driven by ego and emotion that I didn't realize, hey, what is it that I really do want to do? And when I was around 21, 22, I was like, you know what? When I'm older, 25, 26, I know where the life I want to be. I want to be either someone creative or doing something that's creativity or selling something that's design. It doesn't matter what it was. It's just like I knew what I wanted. But here I am now, and it's way the complete opposite. I haven't even think I started anything, or at least I think I haven't. But that doesn't mean I'm not happy where I'm at now. I'm happier than ever because I understand how ADHD is and how it works. And it's still a struggle to understand these things. It's just sometimes I look back and I realize how much ADHD ruined my life, because it seems like if I would have known these things 8 years ago or 6 years ago, who knows where I would have been. I maybe would have been someone much, I guess you could say, mature or growing as a person, or even someone much dedicated in their career. But the thing is that with ADHD, it just kind of pulls me back into this like environment full of colors and rainbows, and it's like a kid again. And it's hard because like I know what I need to do, but ADHD is like, you know what, we got to keep doing our own thing. We have to keep, driving into something else. I don't know. And it sucks because how much it's affecting me in a sense where, not that I didn't realize it, but in a way where how much is actually implementing in real life, real world situations, such as career, such as, life, family. I don't know what you want to call it. It's just, it sucks because I understand now how much it's playing a huge role. And it almost seems like I don't have the control of it. Even though I try to, it's almost like, I want to say stronger than me. It just seems that I'm still experimenting how I can fix it, which you can't, right? Sometimes it's all about like, what is it that I do with it and how can I adjust my lifestyle with it? And sometimes you don't learn that as you go. And sometimes I wish, like, man, I wish someone that I knew had it. Not in that way, but, some guidance, someone who understands these things, someone who would question it or actually be invested. Like, hey, you know what? Why do you do this? Why are you like that? But the thing is, as someone with, I guess you could say, ADHD, or who understood that independence was probably the best for me, because whenever I share these ideas with someone else, it's not that they wouldn't care. It's just like their world's completely different from mine. When I'm over here seeking opportunities, and they're just like, hey, I need to focus on the real life stuff. You have the privilege to think about these things, and luckily I did, but I didn't understand that, and I wish I did, but I couldn't. So now I'm in this position where I'm like, not that I'm upset where I'm at. It's just sometimes I look back and I'm like, man, like if I would have understood this or knew about this a long time ago, maybe I wouldn't be struggling as much as I am now. And I know at 26, people say it's still young, and I get it. It just sucks because I know I have the potential, but what's setting me back is the habits and, I guess, thought process that ADHD provides that I don't want like 24/7. Maybe the creativity part or the artistic part is great. It's fun. I love it. But some of the other things I'm not really good with, once you're controlling, but I'm not used to having any sense of direction with it. And, you know, I know other people who have ADHD, and I know it sucks. Trust me, I would know. And I'm hoping that, you know, as someone with ADHD, that I'm speaking on behalf of other ADHDers who also feel the same way, because, you know, it's not fun. It's not great when you can't get things done when, you know, you should be getting them done. But other than that, I mean, that's pretty much my TED Talk. I mean, it sucks, but it is what it is, right?